Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Basic WordPress Plugin Development. Today's topic is custom Metabox. So let's get started. If you forget to follow the previous episodes, then you can find those in the upper right corner inside the suggested video link. Also don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click on the bell icon to get the latest videos on time. So, what is a custom Metabox exactly? Well, the answer is, it is kind of a way to add additional data with the existing post types. Imagine you need more data or you need to provide more information with the existing post type that WordPress gives us out of the box. In that case, you can use custom fields to add those additional values through metaboxes. Like we created movie post type. Now, by default, it gives us some options to set up the data for the movie, like title, cover image, description, etc. But we might need more options. Let's say we want to add the release year or the teaser URL or the actual movie URL. So for adding those values, we need the help of custom Metabox technique of WordPress. Alright then, so let's head over into the code editor and create a folder in the inc, and let's name it Metaboxes. And inside the Metabox, let's create movie metaboxes.php. So let's open the PHP tag here and add our very first function in order to add the custom metaboxes. So let's create a function and name it my plugin add movie metaboxes. And we need to trigger this function with a hook, and the hook name is add metaboxes, and then we are gonna assign our function here. Alright, so now here we are gonna need to use a function from WordPress, and it is add metabox function. Add metabox. Now let's find out the documentation first and see what it gives us. So let's head over into the browser and search for add metabox, and as you can see, the first result appears. And as you can see, it does have some parameters. The first one is the ID of the metabox, and the second one is the title of that metabox, third one is the callback function, fourth one is the screen, and the next one is the context, the next one is priority, and the next one is callback arguments. But ID, title, callback and screens, those are the required parameters in order to successfully run the add metabox function, and the rest of them are optional. So you can read the documentation, and you can find the source code here. It is in the wp admin includes template.php. You can also find out some examples here. So let's head over into our code editor. Alright, so let's add the first argument. Let's set it like my plugin underscore movie metabox ID. Alright, now the next one is like movie options, and the next one is the callback function. So let's create like my plugin movie metaboxes template, and the next one is the screen, in where or in which post type we want to add those custom metaboxes. So in our case, we want to add it in the movie post type. Okay, let's correct the misspelling. Now let's move into the next function, and the next function should be the Metabox template. let's name the function like my plugin movie Metabox template, or sorry, we need to match up with this name actually. So it's gonna take a parameter to identify that the these metaboxes for which post types. So now let's inject some HTML. Let's create a table here and close it. Next, tier, and inside the tier let's some TD as well. Now in the first TD let's add the teaser URL, and here is the input. Alright, the type, let's put the text. Let's add a class here. It's a regular text class. It's a default WordPress styling class, so that the fields will look prettier, or match the WordPress UI. Now let's put the name and say my plugin movie teaser URL, and let's add the value here. Now let's copy the tier and create another one. Let's say release year, and name it movie release year. Now I will try to use almost every input field, so that you can understand how you can use all the input fields that you're gonna need. So next one, let's say we want to add the actors. So this time we are gonna need text area. So let's name it like, let's copy movie actors, and the class, I believe, large text. Let's add some rows as well, 4 of them, and also let's add some select field. Let's do like video type. This time we want to add the select option. Let's put the name, my plugin, let's say video type. Class will be regular text, and let's add some options here. Value option, let's add the first one is select one, and the next one is HD, and the next one let's say SD. Alright, and let's put another one, and let's say is featured or not. So we are gonna use the input checkbox. and let's define the name like is featured, and let's have the class of regular text. Let's put the value to 1, and I guess we have done with the templating. Okay, let's add the comment here. Add Metabox. Alright, so now let's include this file into the myplugin.php. So include metaboxes. Let's repair once my plugin path and see metaboxes, then movie metaboxes.php. Alright, so now let's head over into the admin area and click on Joker, and as you can see our metaboxes has been added, but actors is missing, so let's find out why. So let's, okay, it should be area, and we also misspelled it, regular text. Now let's hit refresh again. Now it looks prettier and it is matches with the WordPress default UI. So hence we have added the template of our custom meta boxes. Now it's time to save the values. So in order to do that, we need to create another function, save meta box values. So create a function and name it my plugin save movie metabox values, and it's gonna take a parameter and this post ID. Alright, now let's insert the first one. So before that we need to check whether the field has been submitted or not. So let's grab a value like this. Okay, it should be post, and the value is my plugin movie teaser URL. So if it is set, then we are gonna update the post meta with the post ID, and we're gonna set the key name like this by just prefixing with the underscore, and then the value itself, and it is this one. But before that we need to, or we want to sanitize the data before we submitting into the database. So let's head over into the browser and find for this URL developer.wordpress.org/plugin/security/securing input. Now here you will find some methods for sanitizing the input values, sanitize email, sanitize file name, etc, etc. So in this case, because it's an URL, so we are gonna use esc URL raw. So let's use it. Let's cut that out. esc URL raw. Now the next one I believe is the movie release. So let's add like release year, something like that, and let's duplicate this one and replace with the field name like this. And this time we want to just sanitize the text. Sanitize text field. Now the next one, I guess, the movie actors. So let's replace this like this, and we are gonna keep the text area field this time because it's a text area. And the next one is the select field, so we can use something like this. Just replace the value and just keep the text area because we're not gonna take the string value. And the last one is the checkbox. So because it's a checkbox, we are gonna do it a bit differently. So we're gonna say if it is set, then we are gonna add 1 or set it like true, else we are gonna update it as false. Okay, so the final step is use this function and hook with a WordPress hook. So let's do that. Add action, and the hook name is save post, and then we're gonna add our function. So, and I believe we have already added. Okay, now we can check into the backend and let's see what happened. So let's head over into the admin area and hit refresh. Okay, we see no errors. That means our code is good to go. Now let's create a helper function in order to echoing out the saved value. So let's get the movie meta values and let's name the function as function my plugin get movie meta values. Alright, now it's gonna get a value as a parameter, and we are going to check if is set the value and it's not empty, then we're gonna return the value, else we are gonna return the empty string. Alright, now let's go into the, let's copy this one and let's go into the template area and grab the values like teaser URL, so get post meta, we need the ID, we can get it from the post object, and now we are gonna need the teaser URL key. So the key was just the prefix with the name, and the next one is true. That means we want the single value, and let's duplicate it. Then the release year, and this is same as this, and the next one is actors, so same thing again, actors, and then the video type, so let's do like video type, and the last one I guess is featured, so let's say is featured. Alright, so now let's use that function and echo, let's echo with the value, so it's teaser URL. Now let's copy the whole thing and paste it here. It is release year, and the next one should be here, and it is actors, and the next one will be a bit different, so it is, because it's a drop down select option, so we need to add a selected attribute, which one or whichever the value is selected or submitted. So for this, WordPress provides us a function, and it is, the name of the function is selected, and the first parameter is the value we want to match, and the second one is the value we do have. So let's just copy without the tag, and I believe this is video type, so let's copy this one and paste it here. This time it is SD. Similarly, for the checkbox, WordPress does have a function, and it is called checked. So it's checked, and we want to check the value if it is true or not, and we want to provide the method we have, and let's pass the is featured variable. Alright, so I guess we are done with the echoing the value in our meta boxes. So let's head over into the admin area and check our code. So hit refresh and click on Joker. Alright, we do have some errors here. Let's find those out. Okay, need to change this misspelling to true, and let's go and hit refresh. Alright, so let's add a teaser URL like https, let's say teaserurl.com. let's add a year, let's add actor, it's actor 1, actor 2, let's say video type HD, and it is already selected. Okay, let's update, and it is updated. So hit refresh, and as you can see, these three fields are okay, but our select field and the is featured is behaving a bit weird. So let's check that out. Let's head over into the code editor and find what happens. Okay, we have add a double $sign here. That should fix the video type. Now let's find out for the feature. Okay. Oh, okay, we have done it in wrong, so let's fix that out. Now copy this one and let's check with it. Okay, now it is matching. Now let's go to the admin and hit refresh, and let's try to add this again, HD, and let's uncheck it and hit update. Okay, post updated. Let's recheck with the refresh, and now as you can see the values are adding nicely. Let's update again, hit refresh. So as you can see all values are saving correctly. So this is how you can add custom meta boxes in your custom post types as well. So that's it for this episode. Hope you liked it. See you in the next one.